Welcome back to Ancient Domains Mystery. Today is a very special day. It's July 2nd, which means that it's Creator's Day. That is the birthday of ADOM's creator, Thomas Biscup. On this special day, any character that's generated will have the Fate Smiles intrinsic from the start of the game. Now, Fate Smiles increases your character's luck, much like the Lucky intrinsic. Fate Smiles is more potent than Lucky, and Lucky and Fate Smiles stacks. So we can go get Lucky on top of Fate Smiles. Now, what exactly does luck do in the game? Well, that's a very nebulous concept. Luck affects about everything. What it does is anytime you're in a situation in the game where something bad could happen, or something good could happen, it tips the scales in your favor and makes it more likely that something good will happen. Now, we are not going to play a game today. Instead, we're going to do something different. We are going to go ahead and create 5 characters. All of them today on Creator's Day, so that they all start with the Fate Smiles intrinsic. Now, what we're going to do once we've done that is I'm going to post this video on YouTube, and anyone that watches this video, I encourage you to post in the comments which of these 5 characters you would like to see me play. Once that character's died, we'll select another character, and so on and so forth. Since I'm not getting 1 million views on my YouTube channel yet, someday I'll be rich and famous, I'm sure. If I don't get enough comments, I'm just going to go ahead and pick one at random, because I do still want to play these characters. But if you have a character you would like to see me play, please go ahead and indicate that in the comments. One final note is that, as you've seen, I'm currently playing the Serious Sammy character. We will not be playing these characters until after Serious Sammy has either A, won the game, cross your fingers, or B, met her horrible end at the hands of some monster trap or other terrible thing. So we won't be seeing these characters for a little bit, hopefully, cross your fingers, but I do want to go ahead and get them queued up. So let's generate some characters. We're going to go pure random on these. Random star sign. We're going to get Raven, my favorite star sign, plus 10 to speed, plus 2 to perception. Companions more powerful. Never worry about the companions bit. Messengers reach you faster. Very important for one of the quests in the game. So we have a Raven. We're going to let Fate decide our character type. Hold on one second. I have to get after a cat. Here. Cookie. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. See, I take the cats as a good omen. Alright, we're going to go for a random gender. And we are born to be a male troll with black hair, black eyes, and a brown complexion. Your parents belong to the middle class. They're average people living in average quarters. Your father is a craftsman of mediocre talent. In your childhood, you were tortured by your cruel parents. They seem to thoroughly hate and despise you. Trolls, right? During your youth, you embark on many small journeys to nearby towns on behalf of your parents. You learned to know lots of people and made many friends. As a young adult, you had to work a lot to finance your apprenticeship. You were often tired and exhausted, but all this was forgotten when you finally achieved your goal. At the age of 16, you end your apprenticeship. You are now a fully learned priest. Trollish priest. Not quite sure how that'll work, but we'll take it. Let's randomly get our attributes. Let's choose our talent. And I think you can all guess what I'm going to take. Alert. Okay, we're going to name all these characters with the C.D. prefix for Creator's Day. And what they are. We're going to say Troll Priest. Okay, well that's not going to work, so I guess Troll TRPR for Troll Priest. There we go. If you guys like to see these characters named, please also include that in your comments. I'd be glad to select one. We are going to go ahead and save this game, but first I want to show you something in the messages. You feel that starting your adventure on Creator's Day was a good idea. Bingo. Alright, let's save this troll. That's number 1. game. This is character number 2. Random. Falcon. You were born in the month of the Falcon. Very good at surviving the wilderness. +2 to initial willpower. +1 to initial charisma. 1 free talent. +2 to willpower is good. 1 free talent is good. Charisma is only slightly useful if you're a male. Otherwise, it doesn't matter at all. Alright, let fate decide. Random gender. You're born to be a female mist elf. You have silver hair, violet eyes, and a white complexion. You remember rising from the mist so long ago. Your brethren welcomed you into your physical existence and cared for you until you managed to cope on your own. Those decades passed. As a young child, you were taught by the elders of your race. They showed to you the whole breadth of creation and opened your mind to encompass whatever your life goals would become. Thus, centuries passed. You spent your youth honing your skills and preparing for the ultimate quest that would change you forever, the trip to the mists of destiny. Thus, millennia passed, and empires rose and fell. As a young adult, your community prepared you for the final steps towards adolescence, your destiny quest in the mists of time. And the full knowledge that this quest would change you forever, you finally entered the mist that birthed you and emerged changed, as decreed by the dreamers from beyond. At the age of 8,402, you end your apprenticeship. You are now a fully learned merchant. During your apprenticeship, you specialized on enchanting rings. Well, this character could be interesting depending on what rings he starts with. Otherwise, he could be rubbish. Random tributes, and we get 5 talents. Alert. Alright, there we go. Long stride. Quick. And very quick. And greased lightning. The reason I went with that is most of the elves they don't take damage very well. So I like to start them out as fast as possible so I can run away from sources of damage. So there we go, and we are going to name ourselves CD Mist Elf Merchant. Mimi. We may stick with that name. I'm tempted to take a peek at our rings, but you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and save this character and leave it up to the imagination. Here is number 3, and a cat just jumped into my trash can. Wonderful. Cup. You were born in the month of the Cup. Requires 10% less experience points to advance in level. Receives 1 free skill advance every 2 levels. Learns more spells more effectively. +2 to learning. Very good. Let fate decide. Random. You're born to be a male high elf. You have black hair, blue eyes, and a light complexion. Your mother is a mighty enchantress. She is unmarried. Your father is living in the vicinity of your mother's tower. Oh dear. He is a humble shepherd. As a child, you had to survive pretty harsh times since your parents seemed to have run out of luck. Their wealth was ever declining and times were very hard. During your youth, you had a lot of fun playing with other kids of your age. You always were a natural leader and the center of interest. As a young adult, you tried many occupations before finally deciding on one to pursue. This has left you with a very broad base of lore. At the age of 194, you end your apprenticeship. You are now a fully learned merchant, another elvish merchant. What's up with that? During your apprenticeship, you specialized on magical potions. Again, this character is really going to depend on the potions he starts with. Alright. Alert. Quick. Long stride. Himi. Let's save. was number 3. Let's do number 4. Candle. Heals faster. The gods are more forgiving when asked for favors. 1 free talent. Fate decide. Random. You're born to be a female mist elf. What is up with elves today? You have silver hair, white eyes, and a white complexion. You remember rising from the mist so long ago. Your brethren welcomed you into your physical existence and cared for you until you managed to cope on your own. Thus, decades passed. As a young child, you were taught by the elders of your race. They showed to you the whole breadth of creation and opened your mind to encompass whatever your life goals would become. Thus, centuries passed. You spent your youth honing your skills and preparing for the ultimate quest that would change you forever, the trip to the mists of destiny. Thus, millennia passed and empires rose and fell. As a young adult, your community prepared you for the final steps towards adolescence, your destiny quest in the mists of time. And the full knowledge that this quest would change you forever, you finally entered the mists that birthed you and emerged changed, as decreed by the dreamers from beyond. At the age of 7,926, you accept your fate and become a Chaos Knight. Okay, I do not think this character will go well. I like Chaos Knights. I have a lot of fun with them. But a Mist Elf Chaos Knight? Don't think that's going to hold up so well in Melee. Okay. Alert. Long stride. And quick. I would probably have done the talents on this one a little differently if we weren't going straight to the small cave, where, as you know, things get really crazy really quick. And so you do have to run through the small cave. So this is a Mist Elf. Chaos Knight. Oh, forgot the CD. Mech. Who has not good hit points for Chaos Knight. Take note. Take note. Also, I'm not going to look at the corruptions on this character, so that's something else to think about when you're choosing your character. We don't know just how bad or how good this guy is, or the merchants. Let's save. Eternity be with thee. Okay. New game. This is our last one. Another Falcon. Very good at surviving the wilderness. +2 to initial willpower, +1 to charisma, 1 free talent. Alright, let's do Fate. Random. You're born to be a male Hearthling. You have blonde hair, light blue eyes, and a light complexion. Your mother is a mighty enchantress. She is unmarried. Your father is living in the vicinity of your mother's tower. He is a humble shepherd. In your childhood, you were a credit to your family. Your people loved you and enjoyed your presence. As a kid, you often watched the adult adventurers preparing for new, exciting journeys. They sparked your imagination. As a young adult, you spent a lot of time searching for a deeper meaning and purpose in your life. You pondered and pondered, but nothing truly sparked your interest. Finally, after many, many hours, you made a decision. You decided to become a necromancer. At the age of 36, you end your apprenticeship. You are now a fully learned necromancer. Could be interesting. Alert. Long stride and quick. What is your name? All right, there we go. Five characters to choose from. None of them ones I would generate on my own, honestly. So they will all be new and interesting experiences for me. So on that note, I will bid you adieu and look forward to getting at least one comment, maybe. Thank you much in advance. See you soon.